In our 3-on-3 defensively, we have 3 categories of playing defense here. And these are the only 3 categories, even in 6-on-6, the 3 categories you can find yourself in defensively. Playing the ball is category 1. Playing off ball is what we talked about just a second ago, category 2. And the third category here is playing the crease. Whenever you're playing defense, you should be able to recognize whether or not you're playing the ball, whether you're off ball, or whether you're playing the guy on the crease. And each of these guys has defined roles. We talked about how to play the ball. Force them down the sides, force them underneath. We talked about playing off ball, dropping to the level of the ball, 70% of your eyes on your man, 30% on the ball. Let's talk about this third category here, playing the crease guy. At Princeton, we had a slide from the crease defensive package. First slide is always from the crease. And different coaches have different slide packages, but this is the one that I'm going to talk about. This crease guy, the first thing is positioning here. It's really important that we're ball side for 2 reasons. First off, if we're not playing ball side and we're behind our man here, if this is a smart player and he takes 2 steps that way, he could be wide open to catch and shoot. When you're playing the person on the crease, he really is the most dangerous person on the field without the ball because he's so close to the goal. It doesn't take much for him to take 1 step, catch and shoot. So that defender playing the guy on the crease has to be completely, almost paranoid all the time. You know, it's what's going on with the ball? Where's my man? What's happening? Constantly talking, constantly aware of his surroundings. If you're lackadaisical on the crease, teams can really take advantage of that. If you're an offensive coach and you're watching a game and you see a team really kind of soft on the crease, then exploit that. Tell your guy with the ball, say, hey, when you get the ball, just break a little bit to your side, take 2 steps to your strength, catch and shoot. If they're not covering you hard in there, you can get a lot of easy shots. So the second reason that you want to be ball side in here is for sliding. That if we do our job and we force the person down the side, if I'm not ball side, I have to go through somebody to get to that slide. So you have to be ball side of your man. Conversely, smart offensive players that know their defender on the crease isn't ball side, if they see their man dodging and they hear the defender saying, I'm hot, I'm going, but he's not ball side, just turn and pick him. And you can pick the slider really easily a lot of times. Especially if the ball's whipping around and that defender's kind of lazy and not doing his job of getting ball side. If all of a sudden somebody dodges and you can pick that slider, that can be a simple play offensively. Okay, so our crease man is our slider. He's ball side. As the dodger comes, our rule as a sliding team is it's better to slide than not to slide. If you have a question in your mind, do I slide, do I not slide, go. I would rather, as a coach, force a team to at least make 1 pass before they shoot than just run in here and shoot with no slide. Force them at least to make 1 more pass. So we're trying to slide relatively early here. And you can see just from that 1 arrow how important it is for this off-ball defender to be in to help out. Because if we're sliding from the crease and sending people out of there, we're vacating that area defensively. We need everybody else filling there from the backside. So that in a 3-on-3 is very simple. 1 guy plays the ball, 1 guy slides. That's 1 guy left to cover on the crease. A way to think about this is, the regular crease. If you take an imaginary crease and stick it right on top of the real crease, this area is much like the paint in basketball, that when you're not playing the ball, when you're playing off-ball defense, that's an area that's a good spot to have a foot in. So I want my off-ball defender, when this guy starts his move, I want him sucked in all the way down to that imaginary crease so that he can help here. He sees his man, but he's really in a position to help our team defense. The communication here, I haven't mentioned anything about communication. Defense it's the glue of defense is communication. If nobody's talking, it's really tough to play good defense. So all of these 3 categories have defined communication associated with them. Playing the ball, you're yelling, I got ball, I got ball, I got ball. If you're the crease guy, you're yelling, I'm going, I'm hot, whatever your call is for the person who's sliding. He's the slider, I'm hot, I'm going. The third guy, the off-ball guy, is telling this guy that he can go, that he's got his back, he can go. So in a perfect defense, all the time you're hearing somebody saying, I got ball, you're hearing somebody saying, I'm going, I'm sliding, I'm hot, and you're hearing somebody saying, John, you can go, I got your back. If you have those 3 pieces all the time being communicated on defense, well then you've got the meat of your defense covered.